In this video, let's learn about the concept of refs in React. Basically, refs make it possible to access DOM nodes directly within React. For our understanding, we will take a look at one of the more common use cases, which is focusing a text input. For example, suppose we have a login form. As soon as the page is loaded, let's say by default, we want the username input field to be focused. Let's see how to achieve that with refs. I'm going to start off by creating a new file called refsdemo.js. Within the file, I am going to use the React snippet RCE to create a class component. Within the JSX, I am going to add an input element. I will remove the named export and then import the component in app component. Now, if you save the files and take a look at the browser, you should be able to see an input field. What we want to achieve is, as soon as the page loads, we want this input field to be focused. Using refs, we can do this in 3 simple steps. The first step is to create a ref. We do that using React.createRef method. So in the refs demo component, I'm going to add a constructor, and within the constructor, we create a new property, this.inputRef. And to this property, we assign React.createRef. It is common to create refs in the constructor so that they can be referenced throughout the component. The second step is to attach this ref to our input element in the render method. And to attach a ref, we make use of the reserved ref attribute. So on the input element, ref is equal to, within curly braces, the ref we have created, which is this.inputRef. We now have a reference to the input element. The third and final step is to call the focus method on this input element. But first, let us find out what exactly does the property this.inputRef hold after a reference is created. So I am going to add the component didMount lifecycle hook, and within the hook, I will simply log to the console this.inputRef. If we now go back to the browser, open the console, you can see that we have an object logged in the console. If I expand it, you can see a property called current of type input. And this current property points to the actual DOM node. So to focus on the input element, in component didMount, we simply call the focus method on the current property. So back in component didMount, this.inputRef.current.focus. If we now save the file and take a look at the browser, I click on refresh, and you can see that on page load, the input element has the focus. If the field was part of a login form, the focus would be on the username field, and the user can start typing in their name straight away. A second possible use case for using refs would be to fetch the input value. So back in VS Code, right after the input element, I'm going to create a button with the text click and a click event handler. On click, it's going to be equal to this.clickHandler. Now let's define the handler. After component didMount, clickHandler, which is going to be equal to an arrow function, and we will simply alert this.inputRef.current.value. Basically, we are accessing the value property of the input DOM node, which is available as the current property. If we now go back to the browser, enter the text as Vishwas, and click on the button, You should be able to see Vishwas in the alert dialog. Now this is one way to create and access refs, that is using the createRef method. React also supports a second way to set refs, which is called as callback refs. Now this second approach is a slightly older approach to creating refs, but I still want to go through it in case you come across the usage of this approach in a project at work or when reading some articles or blog posts. Now to understand the callback refs approach, let's take a look at the same example of focusing an input element. This approach has 4 simple steps. The first step is to create the ref. In the first approach, we used the createRef method. In this approach, we create a property and assign a value of null. This .cbref for callback ref is going to be equal to null. In the second step though, we create a method that will assign a DOM element to the ref we have just created in step 1. Now I'm going to call this method as setCallbackRef. So this .setCbref, and it is going to accept an element, a DOM element, as its parameter and assign it to the callback ref. So this .callbackRef is equal to element. The third step is to attach this ref to the input element. I am going to duplicate the input we already have and change the ref attribute to this .setCallbackRef. If you remember, this is the method that sets our ref. The input element is implicitly passed as a parameter, which is assigned to the callbackRef property. Now for the fourth and final step in component didMount, I will comment out the old code and replace it with code for the new callback ref. What you have to know about callback refs is that React will call the ref callback with the DOM element when the component mounts and call it with null when it unmounts. That is the reason it is really important to check if a value exists on the reference property and that it is not null. So in component didMount, if this .callbackRef, so we are checking if it is not null, only then we are going to access this .callbackRef and then call the focus method. Now, unlike the previous approach, the DOM node is directly accessed using the ref property. We don't need current. If you now save the file and take a look at the browser, refresh, and you can see that the second input has the focus on page load. So using callback refs, we have focused the input element. Alright, let me quickly summarize the two approaches. With createRef approach, you create a reference using react.createRef. With callback ref approach, you first create a property and then create a method that assigns the property with a DOM element passed as a parameter. In createRef approach, we attach the reference to an element using the ref prop and assigning the property. In callbackRef approach, we attach the ref to an element using the method that in turn assigns the element to the property. Finally, in createRef approach, the element can be accessed using this .referenceVariable.current. And in the callback approach, it is directly accessed using this .referenceVariable. Alright, that is pretty much the basics of using refs in React. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.